Oh, God.
Session 30. Welcome back, folks, to the Grimpunk lands of Terra. Last session, the Killjoys fought against a simulacrum of a younger, more vicious Coralia von Tark in an encounter rife with arcane traps, spells, and yes, even a giant gliding spider. But together, you managed to lay low the erstwhile witch of Pravia. Though it seems your trials are not yet over. From the center of the room, suspended within a sphere of blinding cosmic light, lies, of course, time-locked silhouette of Corey's daughter, Skyla. After attuning to the amulet of anti-magic and breaching this time stop surrounding Skyla, Corey has, of course, chosen the path of boldness once more. That is where we are now. Dandin, Elias, and Kane. As you all gaze at the sphere before you, it is difficult to make out much within on account of the cosmic light emanating. But you can still see two forms within. One slight and one slightly bigger. As you watch, you see Corey's slightly larger form move. Again, it's difficult to see what's exactly happening. Can't quite make out what she's doing, but there is sudden movement towards you all, and dropping down to the stone before you, Dandin, is the amulet of anti-magic, the one thing protecting Corey from the curse of her own time magic. What do you all do?
No. I run over and I grab the thing and I like press it up against the magic. Like, no, don't. This. I turn and look at Kane and Elias. I go, help, please.
I will say that as you have pushed your hand towards, you are not attuned to the amulet anymore, so the amulet is not emanating its anti-magic aura to you, and you remain unable to breach this sphere.
I mean, I can try to shoot it with the, weird bullets, but I don't think that's gonna work.
No. Oh no. But how will she get out?
It might be something she might have to do by herself this time. Can I get a Arcana check?
Arcana check, absolutely. And anyone else who would like to, try and do some kind of Arcana or investigation, whatever you're feeling.
Most worthless check for me to do. Let's do it. It's a natural one.
Wonderful. Dandin, you are overwhelmed by emotion. Moment unable to focus any kind of arcane knowledge that you might possess. This is too much. This is much too much.
I got a 12.
12 for Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, and what did you get, Elias?
got 10. Did that show? Did that work? Oh, it's a 10. Fun.
Oh, okay. It's a 10. Okay. Kane? I mean, your companions were quick to dismiss it. You know you've got anti-magic, or not anti-magic, but magic conflicting bullets. It could be worth a shot. This is certainly outside of your expertise, though.
I'm gonna shoot it
Okay.
because I have no other. I have no other thoughts. I have guns.
We will get to that.
What are you shooting?
That's a great question.
So again, you see this like sphere of brilliant light, the center at which you can see this silhouette that is slight in size, and which you assume to be Skyla, and then a larger silhouette has grown or has become locked in place, and you see that, assume that to be Corey as well. So you can see those shapes. Other than that, it's impossible to see anything else within the sphere. It's just a sphere of blinding cosmic light.
I don't think I'm actually gonna shoot it.
And on your 10 Arcana Elias, yeah, this is you know that in moments like this you would turn to Coralia. Well, damn.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to see if we can communicate with her telepathically.
Yeah, what do you say?
Coralia, can you hear us?
As you reach out with your soul. Continue, Elias.
We are here, waiting for you when you come out.
A perfect segue to within the sphere, that of Coralia, as these words are sent via a connection deeper than just, the relatively short time you've all spent together. After all your souls have been bonded, intermingled, a message is sent, but not received. Corey, within the time stop, as your hand tosses the amulet out of the sphere around you, the moment it leaves your grasp and exits the time stop, your body becomes locked in place. One arm is still raised, mid-throw, eyes open, heart mid-pump, everything grows still and goes quiet. Coralia, where do your eyes remain locked in place as you succumb to this magnum opus of your arcane prowess?
I believe where we left, Corey had tossed the amulet off in order to grab hold of Skyla. So she is looking at her and reaching for her with the other arm.
Corey, as you gaze in vain at the radiant face of one lost to you for so long, your daughter that you've never truly known, your body becomes locked in time. And already, you know that your body is beginning to pay the price. Corey, go ahead and give me first of a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
The DC is 20 to begin with, and then pass or fail. I will tell you pass or fail, but I will refrain from describing any effect for the moment.
Okay.
as these effects will not be taking place yet.
I have advantage on concentration or on Constitution saves.
Correct.
I rolled a double natural 1.
So that is a fail.
Corey has only ever rolled one other natural one in this game, and it was the first session of the game.
A return to form.
New Year rolls reset, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Gotta build up
totally
again.
I mean, I do have one inspiration if you allow me to use it.
I will absolutely allow you to use it if you wish. I will say, because this is such... You know what? No, never mind. Continue. You may use it if you wish.
I will save it, just in case. Because if it is like death saves, I have 3 of them, and I'd rather...
Sure. One fail. As the time stop takes a hold of you, Corey, as your body freezes in place, and you are aware that you are beginning to suffer physical effects. You don't know what they necessarily will be, but you can only imagine. Physical forms are not meant to be time locked.
No.
Very, very bad for them. However, your mind remains your sole refuge. For how long? Perhaps uncertain. And you are maybe uncertain too of what you wish the answer to be, right? Like, is it better that one remains eternally conscious while they are frozen in time? Trapped within their body, but free of mind? Is that even freedom? Or is that just a prison? One more cruel than any in the lands of Terra? And I think with that thought in mind and your eyes locked in Skyla, you can only imagine. One who has practically only ever known the existence that you now have a glimpse into.
I know. Oh no, Geo.
Hello?
His internet restarted.
I'm on my phone now.
Okay. I know that I am unable to cast any magic because I am frozen in place. I can't speak. I can't move. The one thing that I have clawed to keep hold of this entire time, even when it was taken to begin with, is gone. I think that in this moment, Corey would go back to the foundation of the Church of Starlight and how she was raised. And with all of the stubbornness and pride that a wizard can have, a witch can have, looking at this form, I will try to, even if I can't move, even if she can't move her hands, can I still feel the threads that are around Skyla?
Oh. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. These are some shenanigans.
27 with an 18 on the die. Oh no, I triggered a music change. What have I done?
You sure did, buddy.
Ralia, on a 27, you reach out through the metaphysics of your arcane abilities, requiring not physical form, no, somatic components. Your magic has often defied even your own understanding. You reach out to those ephemeral tethers, threads of one's soul. And you reach towards Skyla. As you reach out to your lost daughter, what is it that you are thinking, planning, feeling?
I want to try and rewrite it to a point where it was never in existence to begin with. To pull all of the magic back into herself so that she can release Skyla from the torment of being stuck in this for this whole time.
And how is Corey feeling about this decision? Because, correct me if I'm interpreting this wrong, it sounds as if you are attempting to unmake Skyla. Skyla was a being created through magic, and shaped out of the tethers of a soul, and you wish to undo these threads.
Like a spider, unmaking and remaking its web over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
When the web is detrimental, a spider chooses to move on. When it's not in the right spot, when it is unhealthy for it. Corey pulls those threads in the same way. I did not ask you for your consent in making you. I did not. I was too prideful in thinking that you could fix all of the problems that I had created. And in and of that, I created you to be tortured and tormented for the last 24 years. And all I can do is release you of that pain.
Yeah, I think, Corey, your thought process is, to some degree, tempered by reason and logic of utilitarian need, right? Your description of the spider and the web being unraveled if it's not useful or beneficial anymore. But your thoughts, your internal voice reveals that this is not purely a practical decision. No, you are attempting to make amends. As you reach out to these tethers, these threads, cast by you so long ago. You connect with them. You feel them practically at your fingertips, though you know your hand is frozen in time. They are so close to you. And yet they also feel incredibly distant. Worlds apart. Ages apart. And in reaching out, you experience a sense of like vertigo of spiraling. And it reminds you again of your time in the astral sea, of that grand and terrible visage, of the nothingness between stars, and of the form that exists therein. Skyla is made of magic. And on a 27, as close as you are, I think you are realizing as well that Skyla is not just trapped by this time lock, this spell. I think you're realizing that Skyla is the source of it. And to undo, to take those threads back in, will likely unmake her. It will likely end this spell at last, but it will have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll give you a moment to consider that while we return to outside of the time lock. Dandon, you remain unable to breach. And after a few moments of silence, Elias, I think you're uncertain if your message has been received, but it has certainly not been responded to.
Can I try? I can't try any spells or anything like that, and I'm not going to shoot it. But Kane is going to take a little step back from where they are, and he's just going to kind of hold on to that little holy symbol that he has, and he's just going to ask, "Do you still want her?"
Oh! Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Is there any way I can have advantage on it? Because my God.
I will give
No,
you
okay.
advantage, yes.
Yes.
No, I will.
Thank you. Okay, 17.
17. Do you mutter this question aloud, or is this
It
in
is-
your head?
It is an abyssal, but it is out loud, and it is very direct. It is not a prayer, it is a question.
Would you like to utter a few lines of abyssal for...
No, I would not.
You can only imagine how that sounds to Dandin and Elias's ears, probably most grating.
Mm. Yeah, I can't do that with my voice.
You ask a most direct question.
Mm-hmm.
And on a 17, and the question was,
Do you still want her?
You still want her?
And
You
he's looking
sense,
just directly at Corey.
Yeah, looking directly at Corey. You feel a presence, which you often believe to be that of Danya. And And I think you feel an affirmation. You feel especially now, actually looking at this scene before you, you feel like renewed interest. Like maybe curiosity has been piqued, or curiosity might not be the right word. This is certainly still of great interest.
All right, well, you best give us a direction then.
Kane, you hear a jingling. You look down and you see some of the Arcanite bullets twitching.
What's that
Intriguing.
answer? Okay. I'm trying to remember what exactly I'm looking at, so I know.
Yes, so
Uh,
center of the room, right? This like
yeah.
cracked area, the very center, a sphere of blinding light. The
Mhm.
sphere represents basically the area of the most concentrated time stop that Martorius was not able to dispel.
Oh, I have an idea.
Lovely.
Kane was part of the fight with Secundo, and he knows that Corey built that breastplate with it. The
Correct.
the anti magic one. I am going to attempt
Quick addendum to that. The breastplate
Arcanite.
is I think it was adamant, or it was titanium.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Arcanite was turned into the amulet, which has landed at Dandon's feet.
Shit. Okay, I thought it was a core thing.
There is the anti-magic necklace, and then there is the piece of the chest plate that Corey put into herself in order to create the bubble to get through the time stop.
The core, yeah. There's that little bit.
There's the core.
In Corey's like bag of holding, essentially, right?
Oh, it's not in the chest plate. It's in the bag of holding.
It's on her.
It's on her. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it is on her then.
Yeah.
Great. I am gonna do something really stupid because I would like to try to break it. Because if it is, as far as Kane and December knows,
yeah,
that is the thing that created the like anti-magic bubble. So as far as my brain is going, if I can shatter it, it will release the anti-magic, which might make a big enough hole for her to get out.
To clarify, the bubble around them right now is not a bubble of anti-magic. It is
No, I know the bubble isn't. So when we came in, the Arcanite core or the anti-magic core.
Yes.
My thought is if I can break it, that can make essentially a hole.
I understand now. You're trying to release some of that like anti-magic property again.
Yes.
As like, okay, insanity. Let's do it.
Great.
If there's one thing Grimpunk is known for.
Let me double check my weapons really quick.
I mean, it's gotta be, yeah.
Dan and I think you see Kane starting to like look at his guns again.
Oh no.
He doesn't do much else, so it's about normal.
I think Dandon is actually too preoccupied with panicking to really pay that much attention to that. And instead is going to, having at this point still hands pressed up against this bubble, but has like sunk down onto their knees and is like trying to figure out what to do. Dandon is going to think of a couple of things in quick succession. He's going to think about Choom and the connection that he has to all of us. But then I'm going to go one step deeper and remember that regardless of any magic or anti-magic or lack thereof, Hoffrey and what we did joined our souls together. And so in this moment, Dandin is going to because I literally nothing I can do, nothing I am made of magic. There is nothing that I can do to affect this in any meaningful way. So all I can hope to do is help Corey do whatever she needs to do.
Mhm.
So I am going to soul burn.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to Mystic Marbles. I'm not going to Shifting Steps. I am going to soul burn and just reach out for Corey's soul through this network and just try to give her anything I can.
Dandin, please roll for me a d20.
17.
17. As you reach out through this connection, what of Dandin is being sent? Like the hand that reaches out, how does this hand read to Corey? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I think it is essentially because it's just Dandin trying to help, because that's what Dandin does. It feels very much like Dandin's guidance cantrip, but boosted with the power of their soul.
Yeah.
Because that's all I have.
You reach out this gleaming silver and golden hand, and you feel it pass through the barrier of time and reach towards Coralia. And again, in this like metaphysical sense, you feel the hand approaching Corey. As it does, it slows and slows, and it feels as if it's falling, as if it's slipping, being drawn in towards not just Coralia, but towards Skyla. And it feels as if it is extending into infinity. You are uncertain if or when it will arrive. But you have done what you can. Elias, is there anything you would like to say or do?
Elias right now is focusing and trying to get a connection. But I think right now, yeah, I'm just Elias is just trying his best to kind of
Oh. Geo.
hello?
Internet
There we
froze
go.
a little bit there. Say that again.
Yeah, he's trying to reassure that we're here and that we're doing our best without really doing anything. We can't do anything.
as you're trying to reach Corey and all the different Soul FM frequencies, I think you clock that you're not the only one. You sense this silver and gold hand extending from Dandin, but you think you pick up Choom. It sounds like Choom is also trying to talk to Corey. You just hear like, well, you've really done it this time. Time blocking yourself, really? And what is your great plan exact? You're still aware that I require your body intact. You were uncertain, though, if Choom is any more successful than you are.
You can communicate with her.
Nah. What? Oh. It seems as if Corey might be out of our grasp for the moment, frustratingly so. What did you hear?
The first thing that you're gonna tell us if she ever says something.
Continue trying to reach her, Elias. I will do what I can. Kane,
Yeah.
back to you.
I have pulled out the Arcanite rifle,
Yes.
and I have loaded all of the remaining Arcanite bullets into it. Do we still have one more hit of the haste flower between the three of us? Because I thought we had two of them. I can't remember if we used both.
I think we did use both. Because I don't have.
You used one because it hit both of you guys.
Right,
That's
so we
right.
still have one more.
Yes, you've got one more flower,
Okay.
essentially. One more puff.
Great. We have one more hit of haste.
Good luck.
Look, the rest of y'all are trying to talk. I've got to figure this out. Kane is going to heft the rifle and pull out this vial of mushroom.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to look at the two of them. If this works, we're going to have to move real fast.
Mm-hmm. What?
And if it doesn't, then I guess we don't got to worry about it.
That's a
and I
winner's
would-
attitude right there.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like as Kane is doing what Kane's doing, it's like a slow-mo moment from Elias and Dan, and like, what are you talking about?
And is it a bonus action to use the soul burn herb ability? I can't remember. It's just we do it?
What did I say? Oops.
I know we're not in combat right now.
Yeah,
but-
it doesn't matter.
okay.
It truly
I
doesn't
wanna
matter.
activate the soul burn so that I get my bullet time for the free grip point.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna drop the haste thing in between all of us because we need to move fast if this works. And I am basically going to unload as many bullets directly into this thing as I can. And I am going to try to aim directly for Corey's chest. And I am going to let the spirit of my demon god guide me.
That's fun.
boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh
and
boy,
using the free grip point for
oh boy,
for
oh boy,
advantage.
oh boy.
And man, Kane is taking the let the spirit lead super hard.
No one else is doing anything, and I don't know what's happening. Kane doesn't have an emotional connection yet. He just needs this person.
Awesome. So Kane says
So
this to
I
you.
shot him 37 times in the
So
chest.
I started
Sorry.
blasting, I think, is the
Started
title of the
blasting.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. And I
What a-
apologize for that, but we're here.
What a
Okay.
choice.
All right, Kane, how many Arcanite bullets do you have?
I believe. Let me double check my inventory. Where did they go?
I need another.
I have
soda.
11 left.
11.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I think that you can start making attack rolls.
Okay. How do you want me to do this?
So you'll be giving yourself advantage. You're not in like combat right now, so yeah, no problem with that.
So it would be 1 out of every 4 has advantage, because I get to use the advantage once at the start of my turn, and I get 4 attacks per turn.
Okay,
with
so
the
treat this as first turn. Do all the attacks that you would make on this turn.
Oh boy.
Yeah. As Dandin and Elias are just turning, Kane is gonna fire off, 4 shots.
I am
Okay,
35 HP.
Magic in there.
The first one is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
The second one is a 14 to hit.
I don't think 14 actually hits.
Okay. The third one is a 23.
Yes.
Okay.
And the last one is a natural 20 for a 30.
Oh my god.
Gotcha.
She'll be fine.
So 3 hits, 1 of them a crit.
Yep.
Wonderful.
I think I get something
Okay.
on crit too.
Yeah, you're.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not using my fancy gun. I'm using a different fancy gun.
Yeah. 1 moment. I just need to look something up here.
Corey, I'm really trying not to kill you. I
No,
promise.
I have an idea.
I'm glad somebody does. I thought I had an idea.
It's my
but
job.
holy
I am
shit.
the idea man. It's okay. You think I walked into this without one? Of course I did.
I am idea.
Okay. I'm gonna change something here. We're not gonna treat. We're not just shooting Corey. We're specifically shooting this, like the chest, the very specific location. So I'm gonna set that AC to 20.
Okay.
To hit just that, so you're not, just fucking shooting.
So it
Corey
still
away.
it would still be 3 out of the 4, right? Because it was a 25, a 24, and a 30. Or
So-
25, a 23, and a 30.
Same number of hits. We'll just keep this in mind for the future.
Okay.
We are also going to set up a damage threshold for this.
Ooh.
Because this is like an item essentially that you're trying to destroy.
We are down to 8 bullets.
Okay. Moments. And I'm also going to say that, Corey, you will take the damage if this thing gets hit.
She's gonna die. She's gonna
Hey,
die.
just don't.
Skill issue if you do.
Okay. I'm going to set the damage threshold for this at 15. So that means you have to do 15 damage in a hit to do any damage to it.
So let me do that.
So go ahead and begin to make your damage rolls for them. So we had 2 regular hits and then a crit.
Yeah, so. Jeez, let me remember what dice are really quick.
Oh, and it's a crit with
Okay.
an Arcanite bullet. Oh no.
The first one is.
Oh no.
Oh man, this is a D12 plus a 6. These are gonna be hard hits. But the first one's a 16.
Okay. So we do damage on the first one.
Okay. The second one's gonna be an 8.
So no damage on the second.
And then I roll double dice, or I double the roll. I forget how you do it.
Double dice.
Uh, 24 points of damage on that last one.
Okay.
And I don't know if this matters because of it is the Arcanite thing. Thanks to its Arcanite ammunition and intricate whatever, lots of words. So long as you are using Arcanite ammunition, the weapon is able to pierce magical defenses and most magical substances with ease.
Yeah.
It also, on a natural 20, which I did get, fragments of the Arcanite ammunition become lodged in the target and roll an extra 2d12.
So roll those extra dice now. And Corey, we're gonna have a fun time.
I am so sorry, but also
I have a really good idea, and if this
right.
wouldn't, I don't think this would have worked if you had not done this.
Also, after hitting a target, the bullet can pierce up to 3 other targets in a straight line, if that also means anything. Probably not. That'll be an extra 15 points of damage.
I will say this, this only came into factor now. Depending on where you're standing, Skyla might have been directly behind Coralia. I will let you decide.
I thought she would have been in front, because if it's Corey facing Skyla, then I would have to be essentially there shooting over Skyla to hit her in the chest, right?
Yeah, so I'm facing Skyla, and I'm reaching up for her. So
is she up?
Her arm, like, Skyla is floating.
Yeah, Skyla is floating. And Corey is... She's not, like, floating 30 feet. She's just, like, 5 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Corey was approaching Skyla. So I think Skyla would be behind Coralia. Right? Like, if you look at the map, like, this is how it would be. So I'm saying, though, like...
in regards to Kane, right.
Yes.
Right.
In regards to Kane.
In order to get a shot on Corey's chest, Kane might have had to go around to the other side.
Right. I would have assumed that I moved.
Right. Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, we can. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
You will have rotated over then. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I'm shooting straight for the chest with as little blockage. Sorry, I didn't have my map open.
Yeah. All good. You will have. There's no. Well, actually, now there is the chance of piercing
all the way through.
One of your allies if they hadn't moved. So I guess would you have heeded?
Yeah, well, he did. He did say
to join him.
I believe I said we're gonna need to move fast if this works, and then moved with a gun.
So did you follow?
I just stayed really low to the ground, I think, is what I did.
Roger? Where do we think Big Elias is?
A lizard.
I'll say I went here just to...
Am I back?
Yeah.
You're back. Did you move?
We're trying to figure out if you're going to get hit.
Oh, yes. I my internet connected.
Oh, good. So, would you have followed Kane after he said, hey, come over here, we're going to need to make a hot exit?
Yes.
Okay. No worries then. Your nat 20 is only going to leave fragments of Arcanite in the witch's body.
Oops. Hopefully just in the core. But we don't know that.
Okay, so...
Kane doesn't know that.
So, sorry, we had 24 damage on the crit. What was the damage rolls on the other? One was 18?
Hold on. The first one hit. The first one was a 16. The second one was an 8. So it did not hit. And then the third one was the natural 20.
16, 24 is 40. So Coralia takes 40 points of damage.
And then because it was a crit, I also do an extra 14 points of damage with the Arcanite rifle.
And so 54.
Yeah.
I think I killed the witch.
Corey's max HP is 67. She was at 35.
I have almost killed.
Yeah.
Shit.
So you're not dead.
No.
So you would only drop unconscious if you were not time locked.
Yeah. I do have a question.
Yes.
Because the first attack hit, does it trigger the Arcanite pulse from the core?
Yes.
Because Corey is so in tune with magic, can I use that split second, because she is a time wizard, to soul burn herself and spell imprint the spell around Skyla?
Keep talking.
So, Corey already has hold of the threads that made her, right?
Yes.
With the momentary connection between everyone in the group, all trying to reach Corey at once, including Choom, Can I
Yes.
use all of that energy at once and the Arcanite to soul burn in that millisecond?
Mhm.
That time is wonky because of the Arcanite to
Uh-huh.
pull all of the threads from Skyla and pull them into herself.
Yes. I will allow that. Now it's time for some rolls.
Okay, what do you want me to roll?
Corey, yeah, as you had reached out and felt a connection with Skyla, got that sense of vertigo of being lost to the cosmos, there is a bang.
Talk
And
about a bang.
a searing pain in your chest.
Yeah.
And very many things begin to happen all at once. And that is exactly what you were waiting for. We are gonna first resolve the wild magic essentially resulting from Arcanite.
For sure.
So Kane, go ahead and roll for me a d20.
$17.
17. Now go ahead and roll for me a d100.
34.
34.
I really hope it's something silly.
Well, your hope,
Silly.
yeah, a magic mouth appears on a nearby wall or flat surface. When you speak, your voice comes from the magic mouth, and it lasts for 1 minute.
Mine or Corey's?
Corey's, in fact. Yes, it's triggering off of Corey.
This might actually be useful.
If only Corey could physically speak.
Damn it.
But you do see like stone lips appear on the stone beside you, Kane.
It's truly just a like that's it.
Okay,
Do I have to do that for the other 2 hits, or are we just doing 1 per turn?
we got an order of operations here.
Okay.
As that hit, Corey, in that fraction of a second, you use the surging magic resulting from Arcanite and attempt to yank the threads of Skyla's time stop into yourself. I'm gonna need the Arcana check of all Arcana checks.
Does my
And
thing
it.
help at all? In any way?
Let's roll a d2. So this Arcanite has given this moment of chaos. Let's see if the soul burn hand has arrived, has taken advantage of this. Go ahead and roll a
His internet went down
d20,
again.
Kyle.
Okay.
Low means it has not. Low means it went awry. High means it gets through and you can give guidance.
Okay. So it's an 18.
Your magical guidance. The hand, the silver gold flame of Dandin arrives, and you feel, Corey, Dandin's reassuring hand. Small, little hand on your shoulder.
Corey, whatever you roll, you get the full 4.
Huge.
Okay. I've got this. It's fine. This is what Corey is meant to do. This is what she is designed to do. It's
So give me 1d20 roll. You can add your Arcana bonus. The DC is certainly 30.
fine. Okay, that was a 29, so I have to roll a 28 because was a 19 and I'm only gonna plus 9.
So
20. So you got a 28. Dandin already rolled the guidance.
Oh,
you got 4.
Yeah.
So it's 32.
I think Geo froze again.
Poor Gio.
Or he
Gio.
just looks pissed.
he's just angry at the circumstance.
Yeah. Coralia, you are able to successfully establish connection and pull these threads of magic into yourself. Coralia, you have certainly had experience dealing with wild magic, with obscene amounts of magic. And as you feel the surge of the Arcanite, and then the even grander surge of this time stop spell run amok begin to enter your body, I think you are reminded of the last time you tried to deal with magic of this scale and all of the chaos that ensued
Mm-hmm.
on the Assiniboine River.
Yep.
The day that Mercy died. Channeling great magic often comes at great cost. Second bullet hits. I need another wild magic roll from Kane.
That's an 18.
18. I'm going to change the music. We need something a little bit more tense for this. 18 for the D20. Now give me the D100 roll.
16.
Again, funny. Corey, you gain the ability to speak an additional language of your choice for 1 hour.
Through the wall.
Truly, if you could speak, this would be great. And then finally, the third hit. Give me one last wild magic roll.
That's a 1. Natural 1 on the D20. And a 57.
Little peek behind the screen here for a moment. The table I use for these wild magic rolls, so the D20 tells you whether or not it is an extreme, a moderate, or a nuisance. And then the 100 gives you the massive list. So rolling a 1 puts it into the extreme tier.
Uh-oh.
And then you said 56?
57.
57.
I'm so sorry.
Coralia,
I'm gonna die in
Uh-oh.
style.
you permanently forget one cantrip.
Ah, bitches.
A spell such
sorry.
as remove curse can restore your memory.
Okay.
It's fine. I'll get rid of vicious mockery. I never use it.
You use it, you just don't use it as a spell.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't use
true.
it as a bonus action. Okay.
As the crit rips through your body and Arcanite shards become lodged in your very flesh, your intellect recognizes that, oh, this is going to be a very bad, this is going to be a huge problem for later on.
Yep.
This should not be in my body.
Yep.
However, the pain of these shots tears through you. Again, you would be dropping unconscious if you were in a state of actual temporal being.
Mhm.
With all of that accumulated damage, the core, the anti-magic core of that chess piece is destroyed. And as Corey reaches out and successfully yanks all of this magic into herself, her chest becomes a point of anti-magic.
So it is. It is pure wild magic shoved into anti-magic at once.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we created another nuke.
Whoa! This one's so much sadder.
As this happens, there is a flash of light that is instantly sucked away as the time stop breaks. And a magical black hole, for lack of a better word, is formed. I'm going to give everyone one action, one round, one turn, essentially, to do something.
Mhm.
And stuff is going to begin to happen after that, very quickly.
Okay. Do we
Who would
need
like to begin?
We can just go.
You can all act together.
Okay, cool. My turn, as it is I use my bonus action
And we're hasted.
to. I am hasted.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
are
we did that.
hasted.
Yeah, I hasted all of us.
I love you. You're my favorite person. Cool. Bonus action. 3 sorcery points to give myself a 2nd level spell slot back.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That is an action to do that. Okay. It is my action to convert sorcery point. Or no, it's not. Why is that under? Oh, never mind. Yeah, bonus action. Create a 2nd level spell slot. As my action, I will cast the spell. Oh no. Oh, I'm fucked by action economy again. God damn it. I think I
But
can.
you
I think
have 8?
I do have haste, but I don't get an extra bonus action from haste is all it is.
Do you want to think about it and
No, I think I
Okay,
can
yeah.
still do what I want to do. I just can't do it as fast. I use my action I use my hasted action and my bonus action both to dash.
Okay.
And I sprint like the Flash, just straight through, collide with Corey, cast Spare the Dying in that moment, and just hope my momentum from how fast I'm going pushes us out of that immediate vicinity. I currently have 90 feet of movement. So if we go by the standard logic of pulling someone halves your movement, I have 45 feet that I can take me and Corey forward and out of this space.
Okay. We've got a hand raised.
In the moment that the wild magic and the Arcanite surge together,
Yes.
Corey is going to manifest the image in her last breath of life because the time stop is released and I took 40 points of damage.
Yeah.
I am going to reach out to that entity of starlight
Mm-hmm.
that had spoken to me
Yes.
all those years ago, all those weeks ago now.
Yeah.
I know what you were doing. I know why you chose a champion. If you want something on this plane, take me instead.
Oh, come on. Why?
Coralia, your message, you reach out to this figure and your mind is drawn, I I think instinctively, to the stars, right? The place, this void that you saw them.
To the area of the sky where the champion
area of the sky.
constellation is missing.
And immediately it is diverted, and your thoughts are redirected towards Skyla. And by looking at Skyla, your thoughts arrive at the void again.
Yeah.
I'll let you ponder that later.
Okay.
As you send this thought out, Dandin takes action.
Yep.
Where would you like to push
So,
Karali? You've got 45 feet. Can you see this arrow?
yes, I want to go towards the other two because it seems like there is a bridge that connects that way. So I would like to go that way.
Yeah, go ahead and move yourself wherever you would like to go. Reminder too that if you're using like a mouse, right, you can hold right click when you're moving
That's
to
right.
also have a ruler up.
So I was here. Yeah, we're getting the fuck out. So
Get on the back of
we're
my
going
map.
here,
She can fly.
and I can't pull Corey, but I'm taking her with me.
Yeah, I got you. Corey, Dandin grabs onto you and begins to pull you away, moving mighty fast.
Yeah.
And as this wild surging magic and anti-magic begin to oscillate into a singularity, and you sense the flash of the time magic coming undone, you know that Skyla remains fixed in this point. She is dropping, but she is still here. She has not been unmade yet. Not in this flash of a second.
So, I have 3d6 of soul burn, right? So I
think
have
four. That's-
one
yeah.
more use of soul burn today.
That sounds correct.
At 9th level, we have 4 total.
Then you have 2.
Can I? Because spell imprint is 120 feet.
Mhm.
I can pull at anything that I see that is resounding of magic. Can I
Yes.
pull it again?
It being Skyla?
Yeah, the spell that created her, because she is made of
Oh.
magic. Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Please.
As you see this arcane cataclysm forming here, you reach out with one last desperate thought, an action for Skyla.
28.
28.
Yes. I use one
you
die
feel-
for Arcana, and it's this one.
You take one last look at the radiant silhouette of your daughter and feel it imprint in your mind. You will not forget Skyla.
Cool.
So the way that it is written,
Mhm.
is a reaction to seeing or hearing someone cast a spell. This spell I cast, I can and if it takes, I cannot undo it, is what you're saying. Even with the knowing how the spell was cast itself.
The spell is coming undone.
Okay, it's just coming down
Yes.
slowly.
It slowly, this is all happening at the same time.
In
Like, it's
seconds.
about to
No,
come
no,
undone.
no, you're right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's coming undone.
I will
And you
just
imprint
call,
Skyla.
I will connect, because I probably can't still talk very well.
They're the dying. I think you are rendered unconscious.
true.
Is that
You
correct?
are at 0. You
Yeah.
are at 0, but not making death saves is all you are
Okay.
right now.
I was
Okay.
gonna say she can talk through the wall.
yeah, word, eh? I will allow you to have made this imprint still and this
Yeah, right.
beseechment to
Yeah.
a star. I'll allow that to take place still.
Okay.
But you are no longer able to take actions, for you are
Okay.
unconscious.
Monica.
Kane and Elias, what are you two doing?
I Elias is going to still in tentacle form, right?
Yep.
And hasted.
We're trying to get out of dodge. It seems.
It certainly seems so, yes.
So I'm gonna dash and grab everybody with each of my tentacles
Oh yeah, you're still a tentacle. Yes.
as I soul burn to channel the wolf mutation to increase my speed even more. The octopus is hairy.
And howls. Oh!
It's a.
Your speed increases by 5 times 8? No, 4. 5 times 4, so 20. Okay, that's
And then
that's
doubled by haste.
good boy.
You guys gonna have to have like a Superman versus Flash race.
Yeah, Elias grabs everybody, and in response to Coralia's outcry,
Mhm.
none of that now. Not yet.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you, sorry. Corey?
Oh,
You were
I
saying
was.
something.
I was singing the "What a Man" song.
What a man, what a man, what a man.
Wild.
I'm panicking.
Yeah, that's fair.
Stop trying to sacrifice yourself.
It's written into her backstory.
Stop it.
No!
Not allowed.
Stop it!
If
You were
there is
unconscious and kidnapped by an octopus.
If there is one creature that Corey would sacrifice herself, it is her children, and one of them is stuck in a time bubble.
Not anymore. Time bubble's gone, bitch.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's my turn, I think. Oh wait, no, yeah, that was the hasted action. I'm just gonna use my as I grab everybody, I will use one of my spells to cure wounds. Yeah. Cure wounds at 2nd level. To Coralia.
Does that mean I'm awake?
Don't
Yeah,
wake her up before we're out of here.
you will, yeah, at the end of this round, you will, or I mean, right now, actually, you will become conscious.
I will just yell to Monica. Just a very gravelly, baby, get us out of here.
Yeah, you see that. You hear the, again, unsettling, leathery, flat gliding, subtle but distinctive to you as Monica is descending to meet you all.
Boy, oh boy.
Kane, what is your action? Actions, plural.
I don't really know if there's anything I can do. I'm currently being carried by an octopus, and our goal is to get the fuck out. And we are currently doing that. And I don't think there's much I can do to help with that. So for now, I'm just gonna hang out, I think. I did my actions.
I would also just like to reaffirm, Corey has the necromancy tome in her bag of holding.
Yeah.
Just figured
Yes,
Yeah, we got
I
it.
reestablished
the
that
token
is where
we
that
came
is
here
at.
for. Yeah,
Yeah, the reason we
that
can.
is present. Okay.
Yeah, Corey's conscious. We're running. I'm just hanging out apparently. Not sure what's happening, but feel like I did a good job.
Yeah, everyone's got like a tentacle attached to them as Elias corrals you all, and Monica is descending to meet you. As we've all taken our action, time for the lair action.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's only gonna crumble around us. It's fine.
Similar, honestly, to a sun and black hole orbiting each other, eternally bound and growing.
Aeon?
Figure rising up. Yeah, this is the birth of Aeon. Wait, Skyla
Corey
equals
is Aeon's mom?
Yeah. You heard it here first. As these forces of directly opposed energy fuel each other in an ever-escalating conflict, magic and anti-magic whirling around, you have brewed quite the cataclysmic event, rivaled only, of course, by the one over the river. We're gonna do some rolls now.
What
the
worst fucking calling card of any adventuring group.
We make nukes.
we blow shit up spectacularly.
We're doctors, guys.
We're doctors.
This first, yeah, truly. This first roll is going to determine the size that this thing grows to immediately. And then next round we're gonna repeat the process unless we have escaped.
I really gotta stop making orbs of annihilation, man.
Also, we have 3 rounds of haste, I believe, with the drugs. Yes.
Someone will roll for me a d10. We'll multiply this by 10. This will equal the radius of this
I think it's only fitting that I do it.
black hole. Yeah.
No, because you roll high.
What? No.
Get a 10.
This is why we listen.
Hey, tell me you didn't get a 10.
Hey,
it's
Val.
okay, we're hasted. I'm gonna put my dice down.
What'd you roll, just for the record?
I rolled a 0.
Oh, interesting.
Mel's not allowed to roll anymore. Go to the corner.
There's a 0 on this die. That means 0, right?
Big is no bigger.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We should have kept her asleep.
That's what I'm
My bad,
saying.
guys.
Yeah, very true. Very fucking true, eh?
I'm so sorry she's like this.
That's not her. That's you.
That's
and
a you
your
problem.
dice luck.
Yeah, we're quit blaming Corey.
If you want shitty rolls, I roll the dice. We know that.
Right. December, you roll everything from now on.
I mean,
Good thing we're fast.
It's so big.
We need to be faster.
I'm just gonna drag it to as big as so that it covers the entire width of the screen, because that would be 100-foot radius. So, this is going to immediately affect you all.
Yeah, we're all just dead. Like
We are all going to do some more rolling now.
cool. I'm mad.
Okay.
I mean, from this point right here, I had 140 feet movement speed.
From now on, every action is all movement. Bonus action, hasted action, just run.
You had how much movement speed?
140.
Oh.
It was 30 plus 40 doubled. Right?
So, okay. Forking road decision time. I will allow us to retcon and say you were just fleeing with Elias. Monica is not that fast. So if you were trying to get on Monica's back and like fly away or something,
If Monica is not as fast as Elias, then I would just have her follow us to the best of her ability.
okay,
Monica, no.
Monica, no.
okay. Yeah, you can move. We can say that you guys are further away. Then how far away would you have been able to get?
Probably like 100 feet.
Okay.
So it's what, 30 feet behind us?
Yeah, you know what? That's still something.
You gotta keep it spicy, guys.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Vel decided to make it spicy.
Yeah, Belle.
I'm sorry.
Liar.
I
Fuck you.
am.
Stop being good at
You
this
live
game.
for this.
I thought Corey was gonna
Okay.
die, guys. You know what?
Don't be ridiculous. We shot her and she lived.
That has been a theme of the character.
If Dandin jumping
30 feet
in
behind.
wouldn't have been enough, I would have jumped in there as well.
Yeah.
30 feet behind.
Oh boy. Oh, I forgot the token for the fucking horse is still in there.
Yeah, Bethany's chilling.
Bethany.
Bethany dies. Bethany's consumed. As the singularity expands outwards violently, Corey, you look back and your laboratory is almost instantly destroyed, consumed, swirling, pulled in towards this point of anti-magic and magic battling against each other for supremacy in the prime material. And as you gaze back, you see for just a moment more the light of Skyla. You see her form looking at you. And time slows again. You know that it is not slowing on your surroundings, on you physically or the people around you, but you sense that time comes to stand still. And you hear a voice. One moment. Actually, take 5. I just need to go get some water, and we shall resume.
Okay.
Crawls. A voice reaches you. Lost to time. Lost in time. No longer. And you see that image of Skyla again. Past, present, future. A future for her. A past for you. And you see it once more. Four-armed silhouette. And one of the arms reaches towards you. And you feel, you sense, you see an arm reaching towards Skyla as well. Ori, what do you make of this?
Initial thought was that the star entity was creating its own manifestation on this plane using Skyla. And this entity, I have come to understand, is far greater in power. That it would need no assistance if it wanted such things. In this echoing moment of time, where everything comes to a standstill once more, I will Why did I have this power to begin with?
The hand pauses before your own. And you see the hooded head seems to shift in a all too, humanoid mortal fashion. You see confusion. But how could a being like this be confused? What does that mean to something greater? Power is not given. It is taken. Choose. It reaches to you again. And Dandin, you hear that last utterance. Something in your reaching out, your connection, you are aware that Crawley is talking with someone right now. You hear choose. I think not just you, Dan. I think also Elias and Kane. You hear this as well.
Yeah.
Your soul connections have made you privy to this.
Because I had probably torn several muscles in my arms, dragging Corey out of there. I imagine I still, even in Elias's grip, I have a hold of Corey, like I'm just clinging. And I look at what's her face journey? What's going on there? Like, is she staring off it like she's not even looking at anything that's in the room right now?
She's staring at Skyla.
Staring at Skyla. I'll say, you look back, you see like starlight reflected in her eyes.
I just cling to Corey and I just say, we gotta get out of here. Come on. Please. We need you. I need you. That's it. That's all I can do.
Hand before you again. Choose. And then go ahead and give me a raw intelligence check. No, history will work too.
History. Okay, cool. That's a natural 20 with a 9 of 29.
Wow.
Wow.
Choose. This is not the first time you've heard this.
No.
Time works in strange ways. Time is not something that is lost. Time is something that can be manipulated. Skyla was lost to time. But Skyla does not need to be lost to time in the future. You have a choice.
I will look to the entity of stars. Free her from what I've done. Because I am not strong enough to do so.
And draws ever closer. Choose. And as the word is uttered, you catch meanings within it. A single syllable, an utterance carries much. To make a choice, future and past, a sacrifice, an offering, giving of yourself. You have long studied time, and you've only scratched the surface. Something is coming, you know it, you have seen it, you have seen this figure. There is more to be learned. You can give Skyla a future. This is being offered to you now, but you must make an offering of yourself.
I have a
The
question.
hand appears almost to be beckoning to you now. Not towards, not forwards, but into the stars.
Can I, just because I feel like I'm not understanding it quite well enough.
Yeah, no,
can
that's
I
fair.
can I insight?
Yes, give me an insight check with advantage.
Okie dokie. Okay. 21.
21. This silhouette is beckoning to you. Come with me. Your journey will be one of, it will be across time and space. It will be into the past, and it will give Skyla a future.
And if I don't,
Then Skyla will be lost. Your mind thinks back to your last moment before you dropped unconscious and then were healed, right? Your imprint. You have an imprint of Skyla in your spell book, in your mind. What does lost really mean? But the choice is yours.
All I have done is take. All I have done is survive. But these people need me. And Corey's hand clutches around Dandon. And the other one squeezes the thumb that has been manipulated on Kane's hand. All I wanted from you was a family. I cannot forsake the one that I found on my own.
Oh.
And if that makes me die, take her to the stars for me. And I will pull myself away from the hand that is beckoned.
As you pull the hand away, the hand already is dissipating and is gone.
She's done so much work.
Yeah.
She's tried so hard to be a better person. I wanted to.
I know. I saw it written on your face.
As this moment ends and the void continues to expand, you can all take another turn.
Woo!
I
Oh,
We're
boy.
running.
I will
Really,
cast.
really quick, I would just like to say, oh geez, so Monica can get with the dash can go 100 feet, so has basically is right at the edge of it. You guys are 30 feet away. Monica is like practically 0 feet away.
I will
Continue.
cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay.
On Elias. The small little mechanical spider she pulls from her chest, very obviously exhausted and on the verge of tears, but there is not time for it. There's simply just never enough time. And she will plant it on the side of Elias, and Elias, you are overcome with magical energy.
That's sauce on that.
Expeditious Retreat. This spell allows you to move at an incredible pace. You cast this spell as a bonus action, and each of your turns you can take the dash action. Which I think as a ranger you can already do that.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay, cool. Well, then there you go. You can take several dashes now.
Zoom.
So many.
Zoom,
All the
indeed.
dashes.
That's I think 3 dashes per turn with haste.
That is good to hear, because
Mhm.
we are ramping.
Yeah.
I will ask for 2 D10 rolls, one from like 2 people to roll them, and we're going to combining them and then adding
All right,
them.
I'll roll one of them.
Okay.
Got
All
the
right,
other.
Kyle.
So, Elias, let me know the total distance you travel.
I'm not touching the dice anymore.
No.
That's my speed is half for carrying people, right?
Yes.
So that's 7. think I can do 1, 2. I think I can do 280 feet.
Holy shit.
Ooh boy.
You take a sec, double check that. What did December and Kyle roll?
I got a 6.
A 6?
Also got a 6.
6, okay. So we will be adding 120 feet to the 100 from last turn. So it's got a total of 220 feet that it is expanding this turn.
So we just barely get out of the bubble, right? With 280.
Well,
You were 30 feet ahead of it as well, so
Okay.
you've got like a little bit of a buffer, yeah. 280 is correct, Gio?
I think so, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I have a question.
but is that before it's halved? Or after
That's
it's
after.
halved? That's after it's halved?
Yeah, because I can take the
trying.
movement action 4 times. 1 with my normal movement,
God damn.
action, hasted action, and you said bonus action, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's 4.
Quadruple moves.
Sweet.
We
Lord.
zooming, baby.
What's
Yeah,
your-
because 140 is my hasted speed. Because my normal speed is 70. So half
Holy shit.
140 is 70. 70 times 4.
Oh, in this form, your normal speed is set, or because of
No,
things
because
that you...
Soulburn Wolf is
Yeah,
plus 40.
Right, the wolf thing. Okay.
And haste
That's
gives you double
How's this
speed as well.
happening?
So much math.
Oh my
Jesus.
We're going
god.
fast.
This is perhaps the fastest anyone has ever gone.
I made a character all about moving fast.
Yeah.
This is faster than that.
This is sponsored by Haste Rocks.
Yeah.
Coralia, a hand is up.
I hate to do this because it kind of defeats, the whole situation. Corey has been known for fucking with magic. That is kind of her whole shtick. Corey has the ability Momentary Stasis, and that is the spell that basically triggered all of this to begin with. It is the ability that triggered all of it. Can I, using my action, put a Momentary Stasis on the bubble?
I will say no.
I figured it was too powerful.
I will say no, yeah. Yeah, this is... the very fact that it's like half anti-magic, it just
Yeah.
consumes that instantly.
Yeah, I figured as much. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Thanks.
all good. Awesome. So, Elias, where are you taking everyone? This is like kind of like a cavernous room that the lab sits within. Where are you going?
Where am
It's
I
kind
going?
of just like darkness all around you. You know, this is like all of this kind of exists within like an underground cave network, and there were several rooms, and you've gone through like portals to take you from the different rooms. The way that you entered this like lab though led into a crypt, but that is not the direction that you are traveling currently. Question from Danton.
It's been truly months. But if I remember correctly, we went in the back way. There was a trap door that should have been able to lead us down here, but we didn't go down it because there was a fucking tether or something that was... I thought we went the back door.
We did go through the trapdoor in the house. That's
Oh,
why
yes,
Corey
yeah,
released.
okay,
That's
okay.
But Monica would know other ways to get out of the lab.
Oh, that's correct.
So that's why I called for Monica.
The unfortunate fact, though, is that with that 220 feet that it has
She's too
swelled
slow.
this turn, Corey, you look back, and in a blur, Elias is able to shoot forward and build some space, and you look frantically back, and you do not see Monica
Oh,
anymore.
my baby.
Damn.
I will. Can I remember if there's any ways out?
Want to give me a history check?
I'm good at those.
Guidance, I'm literally touching you right now.
Ah, bitches.
I will also allow like perception or survival checks from Kane, from Elias. You're, guiding everyone. You're flying everyone.
20. 20. I forgot how to do math.
Get the toes out. It's okay.
26.
26. You are able to recognize like the direction that you're heading. You know that there is, in fact, like through this cavernous area here, there is like a natural exit that Monica would often use
Right.
in order to, go and prey on people in the village above.
Right. Bring me back my kills.
Yeah, so I think you would be able to describe that to Elias.
Yeah. There is a basically a dried what used to be a river down into its own natural cavern that I made the lab into. You could take it back up and get out of here. You can climb, right?
Yes, actually, I can climb.
Cool.
Thank God I
gotta-
used this form.
I got a 23 on perception. I don't know why we rolled that. You just said we could.
That was in case Corey beefed
Okay,
his
got it.
reroll and forgot.
We knew she wasn't going to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. We're gonna do one more round of expansion before you arrive at the potential exit. I need 3 people to roll for me d10s.
Not Vel.
I will roll one.
I
got
roll.
the other one.
Where did my D10 go?
Oh,
5.
it's an 8.
I rolled a 1.
And are we still able to hit the 280?
This is the 3rd round. This is
The
the
last
last
round.
round of haste.
Just
Jesus
barely.
Christ. Yeah. With,
Ah!
I've done my math correctly, with 20 feet to spare. With 20 feet to spare, Elias, you shoot up, scrambling through the dried river running underground here, and have to actually go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Don't beat this.
Athletics. It's a +7, so let me just roll.
Oh,
Oh boy. 8?
8. Ooh. As you like smash through this, like rock outcropping, I need you to roll a D3, a D6. Kane is 1 through 2. Corellia is 3 through 4. Dandon is 5 through 6. You are losing your grip on one of them.
D6? Oh.
Yeah, roll a
my
D6.
God.
Never mind.
Five.
Dandon, the tentacle attached to you, you slip out of it.
I am holding him.
I'm holding her
You-
technically, but
Dandon is the one falling.
yep. Cool,
The
cool,
dice
cool.
have spoken.
The dice have spoken.
If there's anything you can do as like a reaction, I will allow you to do so.
Featherfall.
God damn it, I forgot you had that. Yeah. Featherfall will slow your descent to
Yep.
a non-lethal rate, correct?
Correct. I begin to fall, and we were in a more confined space where he was
Yes.
climbing, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
I will allow you to give me an acrobatics check now.
'Kay.
To see if you can grab onto stone.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hibbity hobbity hoobity hoo. You'd think my athletics would be very good. I'm a Dexy boy. I have a +3.
Oh.
That's going to get me to a 15 total. I rolled a 12.
15 total is going to meet the minimum. You are able to get a hold. Don't you have the gloves of like climbing or
Yep,
whatever?
I sure do.
Damn.
Oh,
So I
It's a
grab
very
a
fast
hold.
child.
It was
And
fate.
since we're not like super in initiative right now,
Mhm.
I am going to, as I grab a hold and scramble, and I see them like disappearing into the distance in front of me, I go, no, not today. And I reach into my pouch and I pull out a coffee bean and I crunch it. And I am going to cast. Does this have caffeine in it? Which is going to boost my speed by 10 feet. And that's going to give me 40 feet of movement. And then I am going to just start climbing.
Yeah.
amazing.
With my extra speed.
You scramble up, you feel the rumbling, like rocks are beginning to fall as this like entire underground layer is collapsing under the, black hole that's forming down here.
As soon as Dandon falls from Corey's grip, she's screaming.
Yeah. You scream, look down, and very quickly see Dandon is, like almost keeping pace, just scrambling up frantically, looking back down every now and then as rocks continue to crumble and fall. And with
all good. It's all good.
Erupting from the subterranean layer that has dominated our lives of this game for the past couple
4 months.
Yeah.
5 months.
This has been a hell of a slog. You erupt into fresh air, escaping from Corey's lair and the collapsing system. As you land, what do you all do?
To the cart! To the cart!
You instantly
We just keep running.
keep running.
You are not like you're not right where you left. Like you're not by the cottage anymore. You are
Okay.
in the woods somewhere. Pirelli, you have like a vague recollection of roughly where you are, but you're gonna have to hike a little ways to get back to the cart.
Yeah.
Nah,
We're-
thaumaturgy. Bethany!
Corey has broken into sobs and is sobbing into the fuzzy, fleshy existence that is this octopus that is Elias. And she is just apologizing.
Oh.
And Corey does not apologize. This is a woman that does not feel regret, or at least has not shown that she feels regret. But they got the book.
Book.
And the cloak from the simulacrum, and also her staff, which I will be taking. Sorry, not
I
sorry.
mean, they're yours. They're yours anyway,
They are.
right? Yeah.
Or he gets a nice fuzzy hug.
Oh.
Fuzzy, slimy.
Fuzzy, kind of slimy. This is awful. The last session,
It's an acquired taste.
the name of the session I titled "What a Woman Would Do" on like YouTube itself. The actual title of the session is "What a Tentacle Man."
What tentacle man, what a tentacle
what a man.
What a man! What a man! What a mighty fine man! He's an octopus.
What a tentacle man.
Octodad.
I will say, to end the session,
Ah.
as you shout out, enhancing your voice with thaumaturgy, Dandin, and you begin to hear just like trees snapping as Bethany is pulling the cart full steam towards you. There is a shimmer in the air and a disturbance
I swear to God.
as a portal opens up
Yeah.
I'm
and
gonna kill him.
stepping out with a very stern expression.
Mr. Mustache himself.
This goatee having motherfucker.
Oh.
Is this the right image for that you needed? Like, yeah, this fucking
There.
bitch.
Yeah, goateed, handsome as ever. The Arch Abjurer Supreme Martorius
Yeah,
enters the scene.
what a guy.
Of course.
What have
Late.
you done?
Late, as per usual.
And that is where we'll end this session.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna skin him and take his teeth.
You're not Gore.
I hate him so much.
Gore would be so proud.
I just sacrificed my kid.
Dan, dude, I can't believe you did that.
Hey!
Hey,
I thought for sure I would get you. I thought
No,
for sure.
There's gotta be 3 times. It's gotta be a 3-time situation, Blake. You can't just
Yeah.
expect me to just bow that quickly. This is Corey.
Yeah.
She's a stubborn woman. And she
Hey,
happens to really care about this child.
Yeah, that's crazy.
damn,
What a
that's
time.
crazy.
What a time for Martorius to show up.
Let's shoot him.
Elias has, I believe, 0 spell slots. I have 1.
We're going
I
so
have,
fast.
We are going really fast.
I'm gonna shit spell slots out of my ass.
You've
Somehow.
got 8 arms. You've got the ability to cast
I-
spells.
I've got a few spell slots. I got a few bullets.
I'm gonna throw
And
the
if I
potion
have
of
proven,
I'm pretty sure it's been just about an hour, so I'm
I just
literally forced into non-wild shape
It's
form
your turn.
actually just now.
I just want
Perfect timing.
I just want us I just want to cut off his toes.
just those.
I'm gonna.
Put in a little jar, you know?
I'm just gonna like while we talk, because I know this guy loves to talk. We're gonna, and he's not Pemberton. Don't get me wrong, but I know this guy
Pemberton,
also probably loves to talk.
Ugh.
While we're talking to him, I'm
Benedict
gonna sneak around and I'm
Augustinius
just gonna
Pemberton.
splash him with the potion of diminution, so he just shrinks real little.
Ah,
I don't think-
We'll do
I don't think
nothing to
Kane
his
knows who this
magical
guy is.
ability.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
you saw him once.
I don't think
I saw
Kane-
him come through the portal briefly with Zakundo, but that's all I know.
Yeah, you saw him at Hoffrey's.
I hate
Yeah.
this man.
Okay, well,
I wish to kill him in fantastical fashion.
Yeah, I love making evil boomers.
It's the worst.
Boomers. No.
So
10 out of 10, you're correct.
Can you just for old time's sake, since it's been so long, could you so sweetly do Pemberton introducing himself, like s'il vous plaît?
Hello there. Well, I'm a little horrified that you dismantled my good friend Secundo. I don't know why you would do that, but I am Benedict Augustinius Pemberton, and I must say, fuck you.
I must
Amazing.
say.
I want to
must
kill
say.
this man.
I hate
Yeah.
everything. I love
You
this
Kane
man
can be
understand.
the only Southern man, and he
Do
will
you-
kill him on sight.
Do you know how much I'm gonna have to pay to get Secundo too?
I thought that Corey was going to die.
Mm,
I thought that
So
Corey
did
was
I.
going to die that session.
yeah,
Um,
so did I.
I
thought
was sitting there.
that I was going to have to make a new character, and it was going to have to be Skyla.
I was about to say that the offer was like, I think, Corey was
Trade.
going to go away, but
Trade.
I
Yeah.
was going to give you Skyla to
Yeah,
play.
I figured as much, and she would be like what a disembodied or something.
Yeah, we could have talked about it, but
Yeah,
I was.
said no.
I said it's gotta be a 3-for. You gotta like take the kid or something, man. It is really that child is fucking your shit up, like.
Yeah.
I was sitting there